In today's class, we are going to discuss about parallel test execution. Okay. So parallel test means suppose you have developed multiple test cases like TC01 add jobs, TC01 add nationalities, TC01 add skills. Like that, you have developed every test case. Okay. So I'm going to explain about lab number 16. So let us assume this is the test is related to TC01 add jobs, and your set of driver instructions are executing for add jobs. And this is for 1 second. And this is for TC01 add skills. TC02 add skills. Let me delete all my testng.xmls. So one is TC01 add jobs and one is TC01 add skills. I have developed scripts, let us assume like that. And I want to execute both the test cases parallelly. So far we know if you do right click and do run as, so only one test is you understood how to execute. But I want to execute it both the classes in different browsers at a time. Okay. So how to do that actually? So I'm going to generate testng.xml for one of the testng class. So I'll select right click and go to testng and click on convert to testng and browse the package wherever you want to generate testng.xml. So go to src test Java and I want to generate in parallel classes. So just I'm selecting that package. Okay. Click on next, click on finish. See, the testng.xml was generated. Okay. Now let me close this one. So I have generated testng.xml for TC02 underscore add skills. And what I am doing immediately, I'm doing, okay, Control C and control. So if I will do right, so I can able to execute multiple classes. Okay, I forgot to explain one step. Okay, let me delete the testng.xml. So I'm going to generate testng.xml, testng, convert to testng. Here parallel mode is equal to none. It has been given. So you have to select parallel is equal to classes. Okay, and thread count is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. You can give anything. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any number you can give. So right now I'm giving 3, and I am so this is the important point. While generating testng.xml, you have to select parallel mode is equal to classes, and thread count is equal to, you have to give at least 2, and more than 2 you have to give. Okay, and I'm selecting my package. Alert classes. Next and finish. So my testng.xml was generated. Okay, so here let me explain. So this one we can call it as a suit. The suit contains one test block. So this is the suit. Okay, the suit is ending here, and this is a test block. Okay, so this is the package name. So DC day 016 parallel classes. This is the package contains TC02 add skills. Suppose I want to execute multiple testng classes. What I am doing, Control C, and I am pasting one more time. That's it. Okay, so I am saving my. So I want to give my testng.xml class name. Control C. I am giving here. So these 2 testng classes will be executed at a time. So here I'm deleting my parallel is equal to classes, thread count is equal to 3. So at the test level, you can delete that one. So that is not required. So your test contains 2 testng classes. Okay. So first one is TC01 add skills and second one contains TC01 add jobs. Okay. So whenever you are selecting parallel is equal to classes, okay, that parallel is equal to classes came automatically here. and whatever thread count that the number you have given, that thread count is equal to 3. That value has been populated automatically. Okay, now let me run my program. So 2 sessions will be launched at a time, and two programs will be executed simultaneously in each browser. So one program got executed and completed. So like that, your test was executed parallel. Okay. So if you go and check emailable report, you can check it. Under test output folder, you can check the emailable. See, TC01 add jobs and TC01 add skills. So both got executed. So simply once you generate the testng.xml, okay, so you can remove this part. So control C, this will be available at, so it will come here like this. So just you can remove this part, okay, and you can execute the, and you can save the program, and you can run the testng.xml, so that these testng classes, these testng classes will be executed in parallel. So I'm writing parallel is equal to classes and thread count is equal to 3. What is the meaning of thread count is equal to 3? Suppose in your testng.xml, if it contains 10 testng classes like TC01, TC02, so like that, if it contains 10 testng classes, and at a time, how many testng classes it has to execute? First 3. And after that, next 3. After that, next 3. And in the last iteration, hello, Sahi. So in the testng classes, okay. So how many testng classes? If the testng.xml contains multiple testng classes, and if you want to execute those testng classes parallelly, you have to write parallel is equal to classes, and thread count is equal to 3 or 4 or 5. Suppose if I will write 5, and if my testng.xml contains 10 testng classes, so in first iteration, first 5 test cases will be executed, and in the second iteration, next 5 will be executed. Simply thread count will decide how many testng classes has to execute in parallel. So thread count simply indicates how many sessions, how many testng classes has to execute in parallel. Okay, right. So like that, we can able to execute the testng classes in parallel. So now we understood. So in the testng.xml, just we have done the required changes. Parallel is equal to classes, and we understood this is the first concept. Now I'm going to explain about parallel tests.
Sir, same package lo undala?
అక్కర్లేదు, ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు. ప్యాకేజ్ నేమ్ రాయాలి అంతే కరెక్ట్ గా. ఓకేనా
సార్? డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ లో ఉన్నది ఒకసారి డెమో చూపించండి సార్. డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ లో ఉన్నది ఒకసారి.
సో parallel classes 1 లో TC05 యాడ్ స్కిల్స్ ఉంది మనకి. ఓకేనా? సో parallel classes 1 అనే డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ లో ఐ హావ్ TC05 యాడ్ స్కిల్స్, అండ్ parallel classes లో TC01 యాడ్ జాబ్స్ అని. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇది రన్ చేసి నాకు అందులో డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ లో ఉన్న ఈ testng క్లాస్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్. That's it.
XML లో ఎడిట్ చేసుకోవడమేనా సార్ అయితే?
అంతే. ఓకేనా? ఒక్కసారి జనరేట్ అయిన తర్వాత యూ కెన్ డూ ద రిక్వైర్డ్ ప్యాకేజ్ నేమ్ అండ్ క్లాస్ నేమ్స్ సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ ఇన్ parallel. Okay, now first concept is everyone clear? Inkevarikaina doubts unnaya? Okay, fine. So now we understood how to execute multiple TestNG classes in parallel. So in the interview, people will ask you how to execute multiple TestNG classes in parallel. So what you need to write, what you have to explain in the interview. So if my testng.xml contains multiple TestNG classes, I will write parallel is equal to classes, thread count is equal to 4 or 5 or 3 or so that those many TestNG classes will be executed in parallel. Over. Your answer is finished. Just one line. Okay. So I have to write parallel is equal to classes, thread count is equal to 5, and in the TestNG classes, I have to define multiple TestNG classes so that it will be executed in parallel. That's it. Okay, now let's go to the next concept, parallel tests. Okay, lab number 15. Lab number 15. Okay, so 1 second. So this is one test. Okay, let me change the rename TC01. And press F. I'm changing this one, F2. I clicked on F2 and I'm renaming to TC02. I'm clicking on next and finish. So TC01.java, TC02.java. So two test cases are there. So this is one test case and this is another test case. So one is I'm opening TC02, I'm opening Orange HRM, TC01, I am opening Gmail. Okay. So there are two test cases. And I want to execute these two test cases in parallel. Okay, let me check this. So I'm going to generate, okay, testng.xml, convert to testng. Here parallel mode is equal to, I'm going to tell second concept as parallel test concept. So in the notepad, I mentioned parallel test. So I'm going to select parallel mode is equal to test and thread count is equal to 3. Okay, and I'm selecting my package, day 015. Next and finish. So my testng.xml was generated. After generating this one, okay, you can delete this part. Okay, so now let us now check the code. Parallel is equal to test came automatically. Thread count is equal to 3 came automatically. Okay, so that is what we have given. It's generated accordingly. So what I'm going to do is just I'm selecting this test block and I'm pasting one more tab. I'm pasting one more tab. So, and whenever you are copying and pasting multiple times, you have to ensure the name of the test should be unique. So I am giving test1 and test2. If you don't change the name, okay, your testng.xml execution will be failed. The name you should not give, supposed to give same name. So if I let me show you that part. So if I'm going to run my program, so let's see, it will be failed. It cannot be. See, cannot have the same name test2. So you have to give different name. So test1 and test2. So like that, I have created two tests. And let me run my testng.xml. So here, this one is test1. I can call it as a test1. And here I can call it as a test2. So I'm executing multiple tests. So that's why I'm writing parallel is equal to tests. Previously, I executed multiple testng classes of a particular test. But if you want to execute multiple tests in parallel, okay, means if the testng.xml contains multiple tests, and if you want to execute in parallel, you can write parallel is equal to test, and you can able to execute it. Okay, let me run my program. So two test cases got successfully executed. Clear? So your team lead will follow either of any of these approaches. Okay, either parallel classes or parallel tests. Okay, now let me go to explain parallel methods. After that, we can compare each and every topic. Okay, parallel methods. So the next concept is parallel methods. Okay, is there any doubts here as of now? So just simply I copied and pasted and I renamed my test name. That's it only. I executed my testng.xml.
Sir, అక్కడ క్లాసెస్ సార్
చెప్పండి.
అక్కడ క్లాసెస్ రెండు TC01 TC01 అని ఉన్నారు.
ఓకే, నేను రీనేమ్ చేయాలి. So go and check the emailable report. See, one is Open Mercury. So TC01 and TC02 both got executed at a time. So your test was executed in parallel. Okay, so that's what. Okay, now let's go to the next point. Parallel methods, lab number 14. Okay, so let me go to here. So here I have multiple test methods. Okay, suppose this is TC01. Okay, this is TC01 and this is TC02. Okay, this is TC01 and this is TC02. And I asked two people, you can automate TC01 add jobs, and I asked another guy, TC01 add locations I asked, and I copied each and every people's code and I have pasted here in my testng class like this. Okay, so each one we can call it as a test method. So because so this we are calling as a test method. So this is one test method and this is one test method. I want to execute these two test methods parallelly at a time. Okay, so let me generate my testng.xml. So after they generated, it will come like this. Parallel is equal to methods, thread count is equal to 4. It will come like this. Okay, anyway, I will delete and I will generate it right now. So testng, convert to testng, parallel is equal to methods and thread count is equal to 4, 5. Okay, and select the required package, lab number 14. Click on next. So your testng.xml was generated. For testng.xml was generated. Okay, so here, okay, you can write the thread count is equal to 5. I'm writing here and I'm removing everything. Just I'm keeping test name only here. Okay, okay, right. So here your testng.xml should contain, so parallel is equal to methods, thread count is equal to 5. Okay, and this is the testng.xml, all test.java, which contains various test methods. So TC01, TC02, you have copied and pasted everyone code in a separate test method like that. So you are a team lead and you are integrating all the people's code, and you have generated testng.xml for all tests, and you want to execute all those test methods in parallel. So that's why I'm writing parallel is equal to methods and thread count is equal to 5. Suppose if this all test.java contains 10 test methods, okay, in first iteration, first 5 test methods will be executed, and in the second iteration, remaining 5 test methods will be executed in parallel. Okay, so now let me run my testng.xml. See, 2 sessions got started at a time. That means your test methods both are executing in parallel. So one test got failed and one test has been passed because I have given some invalid locator name. So you understood how to execute parallel methods also. Okay, so the only difference is parallel. So now we understood all the 3 approaches. So if a particular testng class contains multiple test methods, if your TestNG class contains multiple test methods, okay, we are generating testng.xml and we are selecting parallel is equal to methods, and we are giving thread count is equal to 4 or 5, and your testng.xml was generated, and whenever you are executing your testng.xml, all methods was executed in parallel. Okay, so this is testng class. So here, if your testng.xml, so here testng.xml contains multiple tests. So if your testng.xml contains multiple tests, then we have to write in the testng.xml parallel is equal to test, thread count is equal to 4 or 5, like that. Okay, so then those test blocks will be executed in parallel. So here your testng.xml contains multiple testng classes. And if you want to execute in parallel, so in the testng.xml, we have to write parallel is equal to classes. Okay, and thread count is equal to 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5. You can write anything so that your testng classes will be executed in parallel. Okay, so like that we can able to achieve parallel testing in testng framework in 3 ways. Okay, has anybody any doubt so far? Before I am going to ask one doubt, so I'm going to ask one question to everyone. Okay, suppose you are a team lead. Okay, and which of the best, so now we discussed all the 3 approaches. Okay, and you are a team lead, and one guy has developed TC01 ad jobs, another guy has developed TC02 nationalities, and you are a team lead, and you have to integrate all the test cases and you have to execute it. So which one is the best approach you are feeling, and which one is the best approach that you will follow? So that's it. I explained all the 3 concepts. Which one is the best and simplest, easiest way?
Parallel tests.
Parallel
Test.
Methods.
Second one.
Parallel classes.
Okay.
Parallel methods, sir.
Parallel
Okay.
methods, sir.
Okay, why parallel methods? Why it is not parallel classes? I'm asking. Why it is not parallel tests? So whoever is told parallel methods, just explain that one. Understood? Why I have to go with the parallel methods only? Why this is the, so you felt that is the simplest way for parallel methods, but I'm not feeling this is not the simplest way, because if I will go with parallel methods, so I have developed a class, public class, all tests, and I have to copy each and every one piece of code, and I have to copy manual effort, lot of effort that I need to spend it. And sometimes the code also I can miss. I'm supporting testng classes also, it is required to me. So I need to copy their packages and I need to paste it in my SRC test Java. Then only these test methods will be executed. So it requires a lot of efforts whenever I will follow this approach, because sometimes the code will be missed. Sometimes supporting class files, the copy will be missed, and your test methods execution will be failed. So here the code, so whenever I'm integrating my code, I will face difficulty. So that's why I don't want to go with parallel methods. That is my feeling. Okay. Suppose who told next one parallel tests? Why it is parallel tests? What is the advantage? Understood? So parallel tests also, parallel tests, and why I cannot go with parallel classes? So parallel classes is the simplest one. Okay. Why it is? So you no need to amend any of the coding part. Just you need package name and class name. Over. So to integrate and execute the test cases, simply you require package name and classes. You are not doing any code changes. Okay. Simply you are asking your team member, so tell me package name and class name, I will execute from my end. That's it. Your code has been completed, integration completed. Okay. So this is the easiest approach. Okay, now let's go to the next point. Why parallel test is not the easiest one? Okay, now let's go to the parallel test. Yeah, here what you are doing, copy and you are doing the paste. Okay, so this is one test block and this is one test block. Okay, this is one test block and this is one test block. Sir, I can go with this approach also. This is also, but why? But even it is also, if it is 10 test ng classes, you need to, is it required to copy and paste it every time 10 test method? I need to copy 10 test blocks. Test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, like that. So again, that effort also, it will take me for a lot of efforts. So instead of going this approach, the easiest approach is test ng classes. Simply you can write package name and class. Okay, so right. And okay, so now we understood the differentiation between all the three approaches. Okay, if the testng.xml contains parallel classes, means simply you are writing package name and class name. And parallel test means you are copying every time and just you are renaming the test name. Okay, you are renaming the test name, test 1, test 2, like that. So if your testng.xml contains multiple tests, simply we will write parallel is equal to test. Okay, and thread count is equal to 4 or 5, so that those test blocks will be executed in parallel. Okay, so okay, now we understood the differentiation and we discussed parallel class is the easiest one and we can go with this parallel classes. Okay, so now let's go to the next point. I am going to ask one more question. Okay, I am asking a question. Okay, I want to execute one test in Chrome browser and another test, okay, Firefox browser. Understood? So in that case, which approach I have to follow? And my test case also has to execute in parallel. Understood my question? TC01 add jobs I want to execute in Chrome browser. TC01 add skills I want to execute in Firefox browser. So in that case, which approach I have to follow? If I will go with parallel classes, now let's understand this approach. If I will go with parallel classes, what is the changes that I have to do? So let me go to the parallel classes and here I'm going, and here I'm going to write my parameter name. So that means, so in a testng.xml, all your testng classes will be executed on which browser now? Chrome only. Because in the before test, you will write parameters and we already discussed. So this time your browser will be executed on which browser? Chrome browser only, each and every test case. Because there you will write a condition, if browser equals ignore case of Chrome, then your browser is always executing on Chrome browser. That means these all testng classes will be executed on Chrome browser only. Okay, but I'm not asking to execute all tests need to execute on Chrome browser. My question is, I want to execute, okay, the test one I want to execute on Chrome browser, and second one I want to execute on Firefox browser. So then can I go with this one?
Yes, sir.
Understood, everyone? So whenever your test one is executing, what is the browser value? Whenever your test 2 is executing, what is the browser parameter value? It will pass to your testng class, Firefox. So if browser equals ignore case of Firefox, driver is equal to test browser.firefox you have written in the @ before test. So it is launching @Firefox. Okay. So if the interviewer is asking, I want to execute test 1 on Chrome browser, test 2 on Firefox browser. So then which approach we have to follow? Is it parallel classes or parallel tests or parallel methods? Parallel tests.
Parallel tests.
Okay, because in every test you can specify the parameter name so that test 1 will be executed on Chrome browser, test 2 will be executed on Firefox browser. Okay, so that's it. Complete summary on the parallel testing execution by using testng.xml. Okay, so now let me go to the last topic in the testng.xml, multiple suits. Okay, so when these concepts will be used, now we need to discuss. Okay, suppose you have developed an Orange HRM application. So you have developed a test cases for customer module. There are for customer module 30 test cases are there. For products module, there are 20 test cases are there. So you have developed a testng.xml and you renamed it you have renamed it to customer.xml. So the customer.xml contains TC01 add customer, TC01 modify customer, TC01 delete customer. So all the customer related test cases you are executing by customer.xml, customer testng.xml. So you can prepare your batch files. Okay. So a set of batch files you can develop specific to module. So specific to module, okay, you can specific to module, you can create batch files. Batch files means set of test cases execution. So what is the advantage of testng.xml? You can create batch files specific to module and you can execute it according to your project. Okay, so that's it on the background. Now let's go to the last point, multiple suits. Okay, so multiple suits. Okay, we have 6 more minutes. Okay, it will be complete. So lab number 17. Okay, so I'm not, today's class I'm not telling any of the programming logic. I'm doing completely on the testng.xml only. Okay, see my running notes also. I'm not doing any of the programming logics I'm telling. Just I'm telling completely about testng.xml only. Okay, now let's go to the Amazon.java. So this is TC01, this is TC02, this is TC03, and this is TC04. Let us assume there are 4 test cases you have developed. Okay, and I have automated, so Amazon TC01 and TC02. Okay, this is my suit1.xml. I renamed my testng.xml. Just press F2 and rename it. So if you press F2, it will ask for rename, and I have renamed my testng.xml as suit1.xml. So my suit1.xml contains only customer related test cases. Similarly, my suit2.xml contains another test case like Google and her. So TC01 location. So products module related test cases. Okay. And at the end of the day, okay, and at the end of my day today, and I want to execute all these suit files at a time. Okay. Suppose your suit1 taken 4 hours and your suit2 it is taking remaining 4 hours. Each time we cannot sit in front of the system. Okay, after 4 hours, again you need to trigger your testng.xml. So we cannot do, so it has to continue automatically. So your suit1, all the 100 test cases completed, and again at night time we cannot do, and we cannot go, we have to execute immediately suit2 also. So that means you want to execute multiple suits. Okay, so this is my suit1.xml, this is my suit2.xml, and to execute multiple suit.xmls, your testng.xml should contain like this. So just copy this one. Okay, copy this one and paste it into the suit section. Suit is equal to all suits. I have given my suit name as all suits. You can give suit name whatever you want. And suit file. So dot suit1.xml dot suit2.xml. So in the current package, it will look for the suit1.xml, and in the current package, it will look for the suit2.xml, and your test and your suit, once after suit1.xml is completed, immediately the execution will be started for suit2.xml. Okay, so like that we can able to integrate multiple test suits as well in the testng.xml. Okay, so the interviewer might ask a question. I want to execute customer.xml. I want to execute products.xml. All the, so how you will integrate multiple suits? Okay, so I cannot go and sit every 4 hours at the night time. So it has to execute all the suits one by one. Okay, so finally I will prepare my multiple suit files like this and I can run. So let me run my test all suits.xml. So suit2.xml was started again now. So both are executing in parallel. So totally your test and your suit XML was executed. Now let's go to the emailable report. Sorry. See, this suit 1 contains these are the one, and suit 2 contains this is the one. Understood? So suit 1 contains Amazon BioSuite, suit 2 contains Google and Orange HRM tests. So like that your emailable report has been generated. Okay. So like that we can integrate multiple suits in a testng.xml simply by writing this. This is the syntax. Okay. So that's it summary. That's it summary on the complete parallel testing and how to integrate batch files, okay, into a single testng.xml. So that is the complete background about testng.xml. So we have covered total topics as all are simple topics only. Just rewind my video so you can get clarity completely. So what are the topics we discussed? Lab number 14, 15, 16, 17. So lab number 14, 15, 16 and 17 particularly will be helpful for the test leads, team leads. Okay, their job is very easy. Integration, just they have to do integrating and they have to execute it. Very simple job. Okay, so like that. So 14, 15, 16 and 17. So by using this, we can do the complete. So we have completed all the modifications on the testng.xml and we can execute it in parallel. Okay, so the straightforward interview question is people are asking, I want to execute parallel tests, but the test 1 I want to execute in Chrome browser, test 2 I want to execute in Firefox browser. Which approach? Can you please explain me the approach? So this is the approach you have to explain. Okay, everyone is clear, right? So that's it on the parallel testing.